is sharing it with the family and doing this as a group. To me, that's really important. I think I got a lot more out of it because of that. But I wanted to test, just for myself, I wanted to test, my endurance and my stamina. I trained hard for it, but looking back, I didn't train enough.
Getting started.
Yeah, man.
Look at. All right, guys, here we go. This is where it begins.
Starting in the rainforest, we take the Lamashu route up Kilimanjaro. We pick the route for its beauty, remoteness, and the extra day climbing to help our bodies fend off dreaded altitude sickness, which was a nice idea. All you can do though is go slowly, pole as the locals say, drink clean water, and hope for the best.
All right, day 2 lunch, Shira 1 camp. Made it to the Shira Plateau, barely.
My Uncle Lynn names us the Kili6Pact. He even makes us t-shirts. We're all in our mid-40s to late 60s, one family of aging jocks willing to take on the cold, fatigue, pee bottles in the dark, and whatever nastiness the altitude throws at us. So what's the big attraction here? That's exactly what our wives wanted to know. After hiking the Great Shira Plateau, we do some scrambling on all fours, finally some climbing, up a 300-foot ridge called the Cathedral. That's David up the Tricky Needle. We're having fun now, the views are awesome, but we know absolutely nothing yet.
Pole. Hey there. Yeah, it's getting real now.
15-3, how does it feel?
Getting real.
Woo!
A day later, Chris and Mark scaled the massive lava tower. We're now at 15,300 feet, so this is a beast to tackle, but exhilarating. The rest of us, older and wiser, are pacing ourselves.
Yeah, fellas.
Then came the Great Barranca Wall, an unexpected adrenaline rush. 1,000 feet high, it takes 3 hours to scale. Dicey handholds, steep drops, don't look down. At nearly 14,000 feet, nothing is coming easy on this climb, unless, of course, you're a 16-year-old porter with 50 pounds on your back. Then get out of the way. Jumbo, jump out.
Well, it was a lot more of a challenge than I thought it would be, physically and mentally. One of our guides, Rashid, told me maybe on the 6th day, he said, it's not so much about you conquering the mountain, it's you conquering yourself. And what I took away from that is that I had to conquer my fears and anxieties and to dig deep, persevere.
On day 6, we head to base camp. The summit push begins at midnight under a full moon. We'll have little sleep, little food, winds battering hell out of our tents. This is nuts, but this is what we came for. Tonight is game night.
Straight up switchbacks, pretty steep. We should get some good views of the Deccan Glacier, and then we'll pick up the Redmond Glacier as we get close to the crater rim.
Really, I wasn't prepared for it. I read about it over and over, but I didn't realize how hard it would be.
This is all the crater rim. So this is the inside of the volcano and the ash pit, which you can't see from the crater rim. But you can see down into the crater, and you can see all these glaciers.
Almost no sleep at midnight, and to be in a situation with low oxygen where everything seemed like it was in slow motion, your thinking, your physical. And I asked myself that many times, so why am I doing this?
So Stella Point is our goal. That's where we attain the rim, hopefully just before dawn.
And that all those wiggles are the switchbacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's no other place in the world like it. You can't experience any of that anywhere else. So to me, that represented the ideal adventure.
And then we're working our way up to Huru Peak. It's a pretty easy walk, except for the circumstances that we've been hiking all night, and you're exhausted and very high.
Yeah,
So it won't feel easy. But we're just gonna plug along and get up on top of that peak.
Feel the pain.
Seven and a half hours later, after a long, dark, cold night of what David calls the mad trance, we reach Stella Point, the rim of the volcano, at sunrise.
Good work. Good work. Good work. Yeah. Dave. Hey. Oh man. Congratulations, Lynn. Thank you. Just do it. Just do it.
Are you red? Barely me.
Yeah, after reaching the summit, what'd we do? We broke out the football. I don't think too many people brought footballs up to the summit of Kilimanjaro. People taking pictures of us, guides were jumping in that we didn't know, playing or tossing the ball around. But you know what? Coming up here this high, making the sacrifices we did, coming up here with family, throwing the football around. It was all good. Like Chris says, life is very poet at 19,341 feet. Completely stressed out and loopy, but very cool.
And then getting down. So I think it was. I think I figured out 15 hours of strenuous hiking and almost no sleep.
Breakfast!
I felt like the mountain humbled me.
Oh yes. It humbled me too. And it's an awesome mountain. You can't capture it in photographs and videos. You have to really be there to see it.
But you did it once, you wouldn't come back and try it again.
I would not. It's too hard.
Avert your eyes.
We want, what we should do, we should definitely, at the end of the trip, talk about how we feel. Okay? And
But
then,
not now.
And then a year later,